mix prints into your digital strategy. Hi, everybody. This is Schiraldi, founder of DOYO Live, and this is the DOYO Live Daily. Hashtag DOYO Live. Good to be back. Hope that your Monday's off to a great start. And what I want to talk to you about today is kind of a funny conversation I had last week. So we had a committee meeting on Friday, and some of the jokesters, pranksters on our committee, as we were going through picking out our breakout session leaders for DOYO Live 2017, found a lot of pleasure in making fun of me because I'm typecasted, and rightfully so, as the digital person. I have a digital marketing conference that is also an interactive conference. And what I like to tell people, even I said last year at the conference, and as they were making fun of me about plugging my ears about traditional marketing strategies with direct print types of things, I'm about being disruptive. And I do think that print is a very viable option. A few months ago, I got together with a good friend of mine, Rob Dovich, is the owner of principal at Embark Data, business intelligence for anybody that's out there looking for Salesforce automation, digging into your analytics to better understand how to go to market, understand your sales funnels. Rob Dovich is a great guy to help you out with that. And he and I were talking, and I was talking about my love for print. And he said, wait a minute. Aren't you the digital person? Like, don't you have a digital marketing conference? And I explained to him that I love the fact that I could be disruptive and change it up on you, right? So today what I'm going to talk to you about in the DOYO Live Daily is a quick way for you to integrate a direct postcard mailing strategy by simply taking a look and mining the data, especially in your email marketing. So the first thing you want to do, one of the reasons or one of the byproducts of an Instagram account is that you get these high quality images and you get a ton of people engaging with them. So one of the things that I do with my Instagram is I pay very close attention to see how many likes I'm getting per post. And if I'm going to do a postcard mailer, which we did last year for DOYO Live, it looks something like this. This is actually it, matters of fact, and maybe you were the recipient of this. So this actually performed very well on the DOYO Live Instagram site. So out of the 50 or 100 posts that we made, I saw that had one of the most engaging posts that we made. So I knew right away that I was going to use that high quality image to engage our audience on a postcard mailer. So I had some market research. The other thing that I did is basically I'm not very savvy when it comes to the design aspect of this. So what I simply did is work with our creative director, Mike Ponticus, to come up with this idea. But without him, I can simply take a screenshot of that image and send it over to our printer and have them put that on a postcard. Now, this freaks out creative directors, printers, because it's not a high resolution image. But what I did do is actually tell them that I want it on a matte format to kind of give it that dull finish with a high quality image, because less is more. And you're going to pay attention to this high quality image when it shows up in your mail. The next thing that I do is on the back perspective, I also try and keep it very simple. On this particular piece, it's kind of talked into having a little bit more content than what we wanted. But basically, if you receive this, you would more than likely turn this over to this side to say, let me read this. And it says, we would love to see you at DOYO Live, so playing off the front. And then we gave a highlight of the people that were going to be speaking. And obviously, you always want to have name, address, and phone number, website, of where people can find you. The second thing that I did in this strategy with this particular postcard mailer is that I mined the data in my MailChimp. So that MailChimp is the email client that we utilize in order to be able to send out emails to our newsletter and for promotional purposes. And what I essentially did is, out of the 5,000 people that have opted into our email marketing strategy, I was paying very close attention to the amount of people that open it on a consistent basis, which generally we average around 25%, which is pretty high in this day and age. I took a subset of those individuals, compared against the people that were engaging with the brand and the ones that weren't. And I had a limited budget. And there's also something in marketing that's very important, and that's consistency. In order to be able to establish, obviously, the brand identity, and in order to be able to make sure people that are out there that know you, they need multiple touch points. And they also need to see it anywhere 7 to 10 times before they're going to make some sort of decision. So you touch them on social media, maybe with email marketing. Quite possibly they come to your website. It would be nice to do 5,000 mailers 10 times to that same audience, but my budget doesn't allow for that. So for this to be effective, I drilled down into 300 people that were the absolutely most engaged with my brand on MailChimp and essentially put them into a direct mailer campaign. And that essentially helped me to identify an engaged audience. So when they got this, there was some brand recognition and some brand awareness, and they were able to get this high quality image that we already produced off of Instagram. We had the copies printed up, and then we obviously, we went through with our mailer. So that's how I like to utilize digital and direct traditional print strategies. Just because I'm a digital person doesn't mean I totally avoid any sort of direct. Again, I like to be disruptive, but I like to use my digital analytics to tell me exactly how I need to be spending my budget when it comes to traditional print items. There is one app out there that I want to share with you right now. It's called Social Photo. I will put it into our comments. This is a fantastic app that can pull high quality images right off Instagram and Facebook and let you do all sorts of very cool things, from making business cards to little 3x3 promotional cards and all sorts of cool stuff. So I'm going to put that into our comments. Let me know what apps you're using in order to be able to get your images out of Instagram and off of Facebook and use in your promotional strategies. Thanks so much for dropping by today. This is Schiraldi, and this has been the DOYO Live Daily. Thank you.